Welcome back to the Bad Influence podcast where we show you why you shouldn't let others silence you. I'm the bad influence that you need in your life, Bjordan Banderas. How many times have you kept your mouth shut because you were afraid of rocking the boat? How many times did you silence yourself because someone made you feel like your voice didn't matter? Well, let me tell you right now, that's bullshit. And it stops today, especially if you want to be able to change your life and build a better life for you and your family. Here's the truth they don't want you to hear. Silencing you is how they control you. It's how they make sure you don't ask questions, you don't challenge the status quo, and don't stand up for yourself. Yeah, they're doing that. When I say they, I mean your family, your friends, whoever's telling you to shut up and not say anything because your voice doesn't matter. Like you don't know anything that you're talking about shit like that. But guess what? You have a voice for a reason. And it's time to fucking use it. Whether it's at work, in your family, or even on social media, too many people are being silenced for no damn reason. Not because they're wrong, not because they're causing harm, but because their truth makes others fucking uncomfortable. And if you've ever felt that weight, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And today, we're going to rip this issue apart. We're diving into why people try to silence you, the cost of staying quiet, and most importantly, how to take your power back. So buckle up, because this episode is all about giving you the tools to speak up and stay unapologetically loud. So let's start with the real problem. Silence isn't just about keeping the peace. It's about losing yourself. Every time you hold back your opinion, your ideas, or your truth, you're chipping away at who you are. And for what? Literally, for what? To make someone else comfortable? To avoid a little conflict? That's not peace. No, it is not. That's self-betrayal. Think about it. How many times have you banged your tongue in a meeting because you didn't want to seem difficult? How often have you avoided speaking your mind with friends or family because you fear judgment? And let's be real. How many times has staying quiet left you feeling like shit after? Those are good questions. The cost of silence isn't just emotional, it's practical. When you stay quiet, you miss out on opportunities. You let people walk all over you, and worst of all, you teach others that your voice doesn't matter. That's the real problem. When you silence yourself, you give others permission to do the same. But here's the thing. Your voice does fucking matter. And the only way to make people listen is to start using it. So let's figure out what's holding you back and how to break free from it. Growing up, I was the loud, curious kid who always asked too many damn questions. I have talked about this multiple times, but here's the thing. In my family, asking questions wasn't encouraged. I was told to keep quiet, follow the rules, and not make waves. Don't embarrass us, they'd say. Even though I did. But they will always tell me, don't embarrass us. Don't embarrass the family. And for a long time, sometimes just an hour, I tried to do just that. In school, I kept my head down for as long as I could, even when I knew the answer. At work, I stayed silent during meetings, even when I had ideas that could have made a difference. I convinced myself that being quiet was the key to success, to fitting in. But let me tell you, it wasn't success. It was suffocation. At the beginning, when they were always telling me to not embarrass the family or anybody, I couldn't stay quiet. But over time, the pressure won. The pressure broke me. And I stayed quiet. I was suffocating. I couldn't say what I wanted to say in meetings or anywhere because I didn't think my voice mattered. The turning point came when I missed out on a promotion at work. I asked my boss, what the hell? I know I have what it takes. How come I didn't get chosen? My boss told me, we didn't know you had the leadership potential. You never speak up. You never say anything in the meetings. You never bring new ideas to the table. That hit me like a fucking ton of bricks. You know, when you realize that you're the problem, that you caused the issue, that you missed the opportunity of a lifetime because of you, because not speaking up, because being quiet, being shy, being whatever, because of what others say. Oh, that feels bad. It created a chip on my shoulder. I realized that my silence wasn't protecting me. It was holding me back at that moment. I was like, So if I stay quiet, that means that I won't be able to move on or move up in life. I won't get the promotions. I won't get the raises. I won't get the life I want. That day, I made a promise to myself. I will never stay silent again. And from that moment on, everything changed. I started being more me, more loud, more curious, and guess what? Guess what happened? For one, people didn't like it, but that's not my fucking problem. But other than that, my confidence grew, my relationships improved, and opportunities started coming my way. Why? Because I finally started showing up as my true self. So, why do people try to silence you? The answer is simple. And sometimes we don't even realize it until it might be too late. The answer to this question is your voice is powerful. Your truth makes people uncomfortable. When you speak up, you challenge their control, their authority, and their comfort zone. You don't have to argue with your boss, your parents, or anything in order for you to challenge them. All you have to do is ask one simple question. Why do I have to do that? How come you want me to do that? How come you don't do it, but you want me to do it? That's how you challenge them. That's why people want to silence you. Because they don't want to be challenged. They like the authority that they have over you, or at least the authority that they have created in their minds above that says, I'm above that person. But that's not how it works. And trust me, some people will do everything they can to keep that from happening, from you to actually speak up. They don't want you to speak up. They want you to stay silent. They want you to stay in the corner. But that's not what you want. That's not what you deserve. And here's one thing that I have realized and observed for a really long time. The people that want to silence you, sometimes it's personal for them. Really personal. Even if they don't know you to that level, it's personal. They're afraid your voice will expose their insecurities. Other times, it's societal. We live in a world where certain voices are amplified while others are muted. And let's not ignore the fact that fear and power go hand in hand. Silencing you is about maintaining control. But here's the thing. They can't silence you without your permission. Every time you choose to stay quiet, you're giving them exactly what they want. And the only way to take that power back is to stop playing their game. Remember this. Your voice is a threat to anyone who benefits from your silence. So the next time someone tries to shut you down, ask yourself, who benefits if I stay quiet? The answer will tell you everything you need to know. It doesn't matter if it's your parents, your siblings, your boss, a religious leader, a political leader, anybody. Anybody that tells you, don't rock the boat, stay quiet, I will handle this, right? Don't. Just don't. Don't stay quiet. Challenge the status quo. Challenge their vision. Challenge how they want to lead you. Because if you don't do that, they might literally drive you to the fucking cliff. And you may not be able to do anything until it's too late. Until you're down in the fucking hole and be like, what the hell? How the hell did I end up here? Why didn't I speak up? And then you just drown in the hole as well. On that dark, dark hole that leads to depression. So let's talk solutions. How do you stop letting people silence you? Oh, this is going to be interesting. And I know a lot of people are not going to like this when you start taking some of these steps, but it's for you. This is for you. It's for your family. It's for the people that you want to take care of. Your kids, your wife, your parents, whoever you need to take care of. They need you to do this. So step 1, identify your fear. What's holding you back? Is it the fear of judgment, the fear of rejection, or the fear of conflict? Pinpointing that fear is the first step to overcoming it. So don't be afraid. Pinpoint that fear. For me, I'm going to be real raw and honest. I was always afraid of judgment and conflict. The reason why I was afraid of judgment is because I was judged my entire life. By my family, friends, everybody. But then I'm also afraid, I was afraid of conflict because I didn't know how to respond. I can go from 0 to 100 real quick. So somebody says something stupid, and instead of me, like calling them out, I will get mad and I will come off as aggressive and it will start a fight. So I was like, I don't want to fight. I just want to, like put you down with words. That's pretty much what I wanted to do. But it wouldn't come out that way until recently. So that's what I'm talking about. Step 2, start small. I always say this because you always have to start small. You cannot go from 0 to 100 in a single step. No, you have to start small. You have to literally test the waters. And if it's flavor, you can also taste it. But you have to test the waters. You don't have to go from silent to shouting overnight. Begin by speaking up in low-stakes situations. Share your opinion in a casual conversation or voice your thoughts in a meeting. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Step 3. Oh, this one is important because you have to prepare for pushback. That one caught me by surprise because when I started doing that, the amount of pushback when I started speaking up and being myself, the amount of pushback was insane. But here's what I realized by doing this. Not everyone will celebrate your voice, and that's okay. So expect the resistance, but don't let it deter you. Remember, the goal isn't to please everyone. It's to stand in your truth. If you see something and you saw it, like you have proof in your mind, like you saw someone do something like stealing money from a business, and you bring it up, what you think is going to happen? They're going to try to shut you down. They're like, no. So you have to stand in your truth and be like, no, I saw this, you did this, And this is what happened. And stick to it. If you know what you saw or what you read, it's true. Stand in your truth. Don't let anyone silence you. Step 4, surround yourself with supporters. Find the people who value your voice and encourage you to use it. Whether it's friends, family, or a community of like-minded individuals, having a support system makes all the difference. Oh, yes, it does. Because when you start using your voice and you have all these supporters, all these people that are like, you know what? This person is so smart. He knows, she knows what he's talking about or what she's talking about. They're going to be like, tell me more, please. Tell me more. Don't stop talking. I love to listen to you. I have people that tell me that in real life, and I'm like, really? It's surprising, but yeah, it happens. Step 5, own your narrative. Don't wait for someone else to define your story. Take control of it. Whether it's through writing, speaking, or simply living authentically, make your voice the loudest one in your life. And finally, step 6. This one is also important. Stay consistent. Using your voice isn't a one-time thing. It's a habit. The more you do it, the stronger and more confident you'll become. Here's what I want you to remember about today's episode. Your voice has the power to inspire change, build connections, and create opportunities, not just for yourself, but for others. When you speak up, you're not just advocating for yourself. You're paving the way for others to do the same. And let me tell you, there's nothing more liberating than living in alignment with your truth. When you stop silencing yourself, you step into your power. You become unstoppable. And another thing that will help your voice become unstoppable, like the sword of truth, let's call it that, is when you start learning new things. When you start exploring things that you like. It doesn't matter what it is, what topic it is. When you immerse yourself in that topic and you start learning about that topic, you use your voice to speak about that topic. Because now you know more than the person next to you. That's how you become unstoppable. So don't let fear hold you back. Don't let judgment keep you small. And most importantly, don't let anyone, no matter who they are, convince you that your voice doesn't matter. Because it does. It does matter. Your voice represents what you have left, what you have seen, and what you're about to discover. And the world needs to hear it. Your voice is your superpower. Use it unapologetically and watch how your life transforms. So here's the bottom line for today. Silence is easy. It really is. But it comes at a cost. Speaking up is hard, but it's worth it. So make the choice today to be unapologetically loud, to stand in your truth, and to refuse to be silenced. Listen, I was silenced for a really long time because of the peer pressure or societal pressure. It was a lot of pressure. But now, the people that are supposed to like me, like me. The people that are supposed to hate me, really hate me. Because of what I say. Because of how I call out the bullshit. But guess what? That's my superpower, my voice. Because through my voice, I can call out and say, you know what? You're full of shit because of this. You know what? That's wrong because of this. You know what? You suck because of this. You know what? You're not a good person because you do this. And that's why people like to silence you. Because they're afraid you're going to see through them, you're going to call them out, and use your superpower, your voice, to put them on the spotlight. To make them feel judged. Because nobody likes to be judged. But it doesn't matter if they don't like it. Fuck them. All you're doing is using your voice to state the truth. Because if you're not lying and you're telling the truth, why silence yourself? Right? That's a good question. Don't allow anybody to silence you ever again. You're not going to be liked by a lot of people. And that's fine. But you're going to be loved and liked by the right amount of people. And that's it for today. This is the Bad Influence Podcast. If this episode fired you up, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's spread the message and empower more people to break free from the chains of silence. I'll catch you in the next episode. And until then, stay loud, stay bold, and stay true to yourself. And have a great day.